Hi friends. So this is considered to be the era of sex. Why? Because anything you want to sell, let's say on the internet, let's say on TV, you need to show some kind of beautiful woman, you need to show a certain kind of body. It cannot be just a woman, it has to be some kind of perfection that has to be shown. And for this perfection to be seen, the models, the actors, they are forced to undergo surgical changes to their body. They would be made to fix their body in some way, add Botox or whatnot, I don't know what are the latest treatments. So and even in order to sell something like yoga, something like meditation, you will see that there are influencers who are dressed in a certain way, usually in a seductive way, usually in a sensual way, so that they can sell their wares, they can sell that product. So that addiction to, you can say it is some kind of porn, where you are addicted to some kind of dopamine rush which you get when you see a certain kind of body, certain kind of skin, and the skin show is what it's all being made about. And the whole effort, even for actors, acting is a big talent, and if you just want to act, that in itself is a lot of effort. But most of the celebrities, most of the actors, they will hire a lot of gym trainers, nutritionists, dietitians, so that the body is shown to be in a certain way, and even if the talent is there, and if the body, if the look is not there, they will not be accepted. Same thing with astrology. Now in India, there are some astrologers who are going viral because they show their body. They show certain kind of, features in their body. And they get followers for that. In cricket, if you see. And I'm coming to the astrological reason why this is happening. Mainly it is the influence of Venus and Rahu. Venus, the planet of sensuality. Rahu is the planet of illusion, the planet of confusion, the planet of putting up a dream, putting up an illusion, that things are dreamy, hazy in a certain way. So let's say in a cricket match, the other day I was asking my friend, what is the purpose of having a beautiful model, a woman, as part of the cricket commentary team? It doesn't make any sense. I can understand if it is someone like Sayami Kher, she's an actress in India, she is a cricket player also. So she has views about the game, she has an analysis, she has her experiences. In that case, I can understand that woman being on the commentary team, But when the person is not knowledgeable about cricket and she's just kept there, that is a big objectification. And we call it age of feminism and blah blah blah, we call it women empowerment, but she's just kept as an object, as a showpiece over there, just to spice up things a little bit. Why do you want to spice up things? You're watching a game, but still that, some kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit perverted. I don't know, you should let me know in the comments if you find this a little bit perverted. It's a big objectification. And yeah, and then on Instagram there's a trend where women will go to, I went to a place called Hampi a couple of years ago, and all the people were trying to they were trying to click pictures, and what they showed in the pictures, with the use of filters, with the use of different camera tricks. What they tried to show was very different from actually what they looked like in person, and they were just teenage girls, they were just and they were getting pictures clicked, and the rush was to get to the next place and get those pictures. There wasn't any expectation of learning the history of the place, admiring the beauty of the place, none of that. And in the captions they're going to write, some fancy stuff about the place. So are you getting? So there's an effort to show something. That is to show something which is sensual, beautiful, projected as that. This is Rahu influence. You're projecting something to be that. Right? Then let's talk about so this is what's happening even with couples, married couples, families, married couples. They want to show the world they are having a good time. Whether they actually having a good time, I don't think so. But they quickly click the pictures and they leave from the place. Even if it's a good restaurant, they order something, they click pictures. I was in Dharamshala, and this was, I think, a couple of seasons ago in Dharamshala. And there's a entire family walks in. It was one of their family members' birthday. So they walk in, they order some kind of, faluda, the Indian milk beverage. It's pink in color, so the glass looks very colorful, aesthetic. And they ordered, all of them ordered brownie cake. So everyone had a brownie or cake or whatever it is, chocolate cake. And they had the brownie and they had the faluda, the beverage. And they clicked pictures with that. And in different positions, postures, standing, sitting, Shirshasana or whatever shit they had to do. And then at the end of it, we saw that when they left within 10 minutes. They couldn't enjoy that shake and they could not enjoy the milkshake. They couldn't enjoy the brownie. They just left in 10 minutes after clicking the pictures in that cafe, which was quite a hippie kind of setup. They just left in 10 minutes and we saw what they did. Actually, most of them didn't even drink half of the milkshake, and some of the brownies were just left uneaten, some of them were eaten. So, half partially eaten. It's such a big colossal waste of food. So, there is a need to show, that is Rahu, that is the planet of illusion which is acting. And Venus is about showing that it is something beautiful, giving the illusion of beauty, illusion of richness, illusion of luxury, showing that, we live the dream life, couple goals and, all this kind of shit. So, this has to be understood, the psychology has to be understood, and this is fueled by the consumerist society. So, they will make you work in an IT company or a corporate setup for the entire week. You are under stress. Then you have to go and spend that hard-earned money on entertainment. So, everything has been turned into entertainment, and that is the Rahu effect. So one of my astrology mentors says that when you're learning astrology on the internet, it is Rahu based, it is illusion based, because the person who is teaching or showing you the techniques is usually someone who, who's there to sell. They have not much experience. Of course, there are very experienced and senior people doing it, but most of them are not even well experienced. They are just trying to portray, that they have certain skills, they have certain charisma, and try to lure the audience into it, right? Like, there are many of them, I don't want to take names. Some of them have made a clown of themselves in order to sell their astrology stuff. But when you actually hear about their testimonials and their readings, there's nothing much great about it. There was a woman, as I mentioned earlier, she was showing a cleavage so that she can sell astrology readings and get clients. And these are the people who will, the Rahuvian characters will get a lot of demand in this day and age. So I call it the era of sex, the era of entertainment. you know. Like in India there's a comedy show called Kapil Sharma Comedy Nights. And again there it's the same thing, you know, you try to bring in beautiful women, you try to bring in celebrities who just want to promote their movie. So the celebrities also, they don't want to talk about their life or come on TV unless and until they have to sell you something. So you'll see them in the promotion season, you'll never see them otherwise. And they are brought on to the show because they have to promote their movie, and Kapil Sharma wants the glamour. And then most of the show is of course about belittling others, making fun of others, which is actually not true humor, which is not humor, but it is toxic humor. And people like that, you know, because they already have so much toxicity in their life, which is again, you know, the Rahu kind of trait, where you derive pleasure from doing snaky things, by talking bad about others, by bitching about others. Look at Big Boss, the Indian version of Big Brother. Yeah, you have to bitch, you have to do something crazy, talk ill about others, give them choicest abuses. So this is how the world is progressing, and if you're glorifying this world, if you're calling, like Sadhguru says, this is the Dwapar Yug, Kali Yug is over and all that. Yeah, and his marketing of course says a lot about it, so I don't have to comment. Of course he's doing some good job, but they say, you know, that Kali Yuga is over, Dwapar Yuga has started, everything is perfect, everything is beautiful. Of course there's lots to be grateful about, but don't think that this city life which you're living, this is a mirage, it's an illusion. You don't produce your own food, you don't have fresh air, you know, so you're living in a city, you have a lot of stress. So you have stress, you have pollution, you have an inactive lifestyle, you are completely bogged down by the demands of the capitalistic machinery. And you say, I'm living the dream life in a city. Yeah. But if some calamity comes, like in COVID times, some cities, some places did not have food supply for the first few days, and then they were panicking, you know. If some calamity comes, the city life is not sustainable. So this understanding is to be cultivated. Understand Venus, understand Rahu, how it's impacting today's day and age, and accordingly build your own awareness, build your own understanding. Cheers.